So sa video po na ito, gagawa po tayo ng Excel file that can plot and compute for the lot area of a given title. So ito po, what is a title? Ito po ang example niya. I got this from the Wikipedia and we will use this all throughout our video para po may consistency. You can check po yung link, yung site na ito if you want to do it you want to follow along. Now, so saan ho ba natin pwedeng gamitin ito? Well, personally ho, ito ginagamit ko sa practice as an appraiser ho. Ginagamit ko ito as para makagather for ng additional information about the property. So, before I go to the place po kasi, I try to plot ho yung technical description based on the title, and then afterwards I will verify po sa assessor's office kung kung tumutugma dun sa initial dito sa initial plot. So, ultimately po, pinaka-practical purpose nitong Excel file na to is para hindi madenggoy. Take note guys that this is not actually a substitute to the work of a geodetic engineer. This is just to save time and for your convenience and to at least approximate. Now, for us to create the Excel file, we need the graph function of this Excel. Ano ba yun? So ito, meron no siyang graph function. Ito chart. What type of chart? Yan ho yung chart niyan. Well, sa pakuno natin, we need to plot it. There are two ways of plotting po yung technical description. One way is using ho yung angle niyan. Yan o yun. So, how do we do that? Ito ho. So, assuming natin na ito po ang gagamitin natin na north, going up po yan, east, right, south, down, and then west, left. For our purpose po, yung natin, ang sign convention po natin is yung going north, positive po yan, going south is negative, going east is positive, and going west, negative po yan. We will use this so when we go to when we use the trigonometric functions to actually compute po ito. When we use this, ito ho yan. Gagamitin nun natin sa portion na yan. Okay? Let me explain. So, from BBM number 1, sabi niya, let's assume for a moment that this is our BBM and then this is our graph. Okay. So, yan ho. So, sabi from BBM number 1, go to north 29. So ganyan na. Let's approximate that na lang. Yan na. So yan o yan. So this is yung kanya. Das ito yung length. Let's assume na 393. Although yan. Yan po ang kwan natin. So and then to point 2, yan o yan. South, this one. Itong portion na o yan. South, 49. So, yan po yung kan natin. 49. So, let's assume na yan o yan. Okay. Point 2. Then, point 3, south. South 4536. 16.95 meters, so almost half of the line 1 to 2. Okay, 45 yan. Yan na. And then to 0.3, that's saan ba tayo? 1, 2, 3 to 0.4, this one, south 8615, west 5.95 meters. Maliit, maiksi lang mo pala. So yan na. It's almost 90 degrees. Yan na. Wait lang. Let's zoom in para makita. And then south, then from 0.4 to 0.5, northwest naman. Northwest, yan. Northwest 45. So I mean, yan, no, yan 21.1. And then from there, sabi, north 45.7, 21.99 to point of beginning. Ang point of beginning po natin is the 0.1. So as you can see, okay, let's just let me post this video to complete po yung lot plan natin. So, ito na po yung property natin. So, this is one of the ways that we can manually plot using ito, yung angle niyan, and then the distance. Another way, although we will be using this, but need to discuss po yung second method of doing this, which is the latitude and the departure of the respective lines, and then adding them up to form a polygon. No? So how do we do that? We need a trigonometric function. Okay, so ito po yung angle under consideration. Ito po yung laging reference natin. So for us to know kung which side is which, ito ho yan, theta. Ang opposite niya ho is ito. Itong angle. So that's why it's called the opposite. But then yung adjacent to nito, or rather ito. Ayan ho, yan ho, adjacent. The same. Okay. And then the hypotenuse. Yung hypotenuse natin is the distance. Then angle natin is either measured from the north or from the south. Ang opposite to lagi niyan is the departure. Tatanungin ko natin, mutation natin. So, ang latitude pala is the distance times the cosine theta. Theta is the angle. Yan no, yung mga angles na yan. So, those are the two methods that how we can manually plot any given title. So, we will we will now proceed sa Excel file natin. Okay, so input to natin dito. So ito po yan, from BBM to 0.1 north, either you can choose doon. Ito 0.1, so 29 degrees. Inano natin sa column degrees. This one 29, then 48, then east, then the distance, so 393.43. Okay, so let me pause this video for a moment to complete yung technical description na natin. Now that we have finally completed the technical description, okay, so let's proceed now. Ano ba itong radians na to? Before we can actually compute for the latitude and departure, we need to convert po itong angles natin from degrees to radians. Fortunately, meron pong function si Libreoffice calc and si Excel din na how to compute that. So, yung number, the angle in degrees, yan ha, plus yan, yung minutes. But then we need to convert po itong minutes na 20 degrees by dividing it with 60 because 1 minute is equivalent to 60, or rather 60 minutes is equivalent to 1 degree. Okay, let's do that for the rest. Okay, now ito na ho. So after we have converted po yung degrees into radians, we will now compute for the latitude. So using yung formula ho natin na ito, yan, using yung formula natin na latitude equals distance times cosine of the theta of the angle. However, we need to integrate po yung sign convention natin. Now, if it's going to the north, it's positive. It's going to the south, it's negative. So how do we do that? We use the if function na of Excel or Libreoffice calc. How to do that? Here. Equals if, yan, if this value is equivalent sa north, yan, then if that is not, that value is true, ang formula ho natin is 1 times positive, the 1 times yung distance. Where is the distance? Ito, yan, distance natin times the cosine, yan, no, cosine, just the cosine function no ni calc or Excel. Anong angle na? Yung theta. Let's use the theta. Ito, yung converted na ho into radians. Okay? So, now, yan, that is the value if our direction is n or north. What if it's not? Let's say if if this one is equivalent sa south, that's the syntax. Ang value ho niya is negative 1 times, since we're computing for the latitude, so the distance, ito, times cosine of theta. Anong theta natin? Yung converted do into radians. Okay? Otherwise, ang value natin is, let's say check na lang, kasi probably pwedeng magkamali. Okay? Oops, may gun. Okay. Ayun, nandun yung mali. Cosine ng ito. Yan na. As you can see. So to check kung gumagana, let's change this to south. Should be negative. Ayun. So you can see negative yung lumabas. If we change this back to the north, positive. Okay? So that means our formula is working. Okay. So now, so let's use this dito. Let's delete this. So yun, false sabi. Why not include? False. Okay. So false ang nilagay niya. So north. So let's do that for the other points. Yun. So yan po yun. So let's check kung gumagana. Okay, false. Oops, this one. Okay. So you can see if it's if the direction is to the south, negative ang value. Yan, no? Pag kung naman, say negative, positive naman if the direction is to the north. Okay. So this is a departure naman. We'll use the same, but instead of cosine function, we'll use the sine function naman na. Okay. So let's do that. Equals if this one, ito, reference, yan, is equals to the east. Okay, pag east, positive yan. So ang value natin for this one is this departure. This one, distance, okay, times sine function. Sine of, okay, the same regions. Test value. Otherwise, if this is equal naman sa west, which is we use the negative naman for then -1 times this times -1 times the sine of ito region. Okay, otherwise let's say false again. Okay, so let's see. Ayan na. So yan o yun. So to check kung tumutugma naman, west should be negative. Okay, negative. East. So if we're going to delete this, okay, false. Now, para magawa ho makakuha ho natin yan, ang idea po natin dito is to know yung northing easting. Kasi this pertains ho doon sa individual latitude and departures natin. To do this, yung ito nga ho, from here, add, then minus, then add, to determine po yung relative positions ng bawat points and lines sa graph po natin or sa chart. We need now to add this. Latitude refers to the y. So, equals yan. That's the initial point. Ito. Then, dagdagan tayo. Plus natin. Yan, kung pataso tayo. Since pataso tayo dito, so definitely, mag-increase so yan. So, yan. So, yun na. So, let's apply that. Ayan. As you can see, ito ho, yung saway ho natin, babalik ko siya sa point 1, sa point of beginning natin. So, anong point of beginning ho natin? Ito ho, 20,341.4. Sabi natin ito yan. Yung last point ho natin is dapat same ho niyan. Kung hindi ho yan, mayroong tinatawag na error of closure, meaning hindi nagsarado yung polygon ho natin. So, we'll apply the same sa x naman na. So, initial point is this departure. And then, ayan, add yung natin. So, kung papunta tayo doon, add ho natin. Or pa negative. Oops, ano nangyari? So, yan. Plus, ayan ha. So, we'll do the rest. Okay. So, dapat ito, at saka yun, magsasarado. They're the same. So, in this case, meron lang maliit na discrepancy. Ayan na. Ayan. So, now we're ready to plot this. And then we'll explain it further on, just for clarity. Ayan, insert, chart, and then the X and Y. The moment of truth. Ayun. So, ito po siya. Ayan. Okay, so nasa na point 1, nasa na point 2. Okay, tanggalin na natin yan. Yan na. So, as you can see, this is the point. So, i-explain lang natin. So, ito po yan. We did not include in this graph po yung point 1 dahil napakalayo ho niyan. But if you want, makikita nyo na if we include po yung BBM, yung type point 2 natin, you will see na Ang liit po niyan. So, data range. So for the x value, okay, as you can see, ang liit to. Yun, napakaliit to, no? Hindi natin makikita. So, we will not include sa pagpa-plot yung point 1. Pero, let's just explain. So, from point 1, sinabi dito, yan ho yun. So, magta-travel ho siya ng 341 meters up and then 195 meters to the right. So, yan, up and then right, yun. There's our point 1. And then, so yan with the other one. So, now that we have the value ho nito, na pinag-add natin, we have now this. Then, go yung natin, since it's still from point 1 to point 2, it still goes to the right. So, i-add ho natin yung corresponding latitude, departure ho niya, which is this one. So, pag inado natin yan ho yung lalabas. Pag plinato natin, andito ho siya. So, maliit ito. So, ganun o. Pag babakan naman, papuntang west, maminus ho natin para pumunta ho siya ng west. And then, pag south, pababa, pag ganun na. So, you get the whole point na. I hope you get the point. Okay. So, let's return that. Now to data range value. Let's disregard po yung 20,000 and then let's focus po doon sa remaining points. Yun. So yan po yung natin, lot natin. Okay? So yan.